Bow your heads for the invocation. We thank you, Lord, for giving us this opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of these students. This is a time of great joy. We acknowledge their hard work, determination, and the sacrifices they have made to stand here today. We give thanks for each one of them and the gifts that they share. We are also grateful for all of their family and friends, both here and afar, who have supported them on this journey. Amen. On behalf of Sandy Payneburn, the faculty and staff, I wish to welcome you all here tonight for the pinning of Class 85. Sandy Payneburn is not able to be here this evening due to a death in her family. However, she is cheering for all of you tonight as she watches online. Thank you to family, friends, and HCC administration for joining us in person and online as we recognize these students. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce J.J. Heller, who has been selected as the student speaker.
Good evening, and welcome to the class of 85. Welcome family, friends, and instructors to the HutchCC Nursing Pinning. Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but if I do pass out up here, I'm in good hands. For those of you who don't know me, my name is J.J. Heller, as my classmates call me Gigi, aka Grandma. I'm honored to be standing up here this evening representing this class. Thank you for coming out tonight and sharing our special evening with us, celebrating our accomplishments and listening to our great and not so great moments. It has been a long 18 months, a very long 18 months. We had late night phone calls, text messages, snaps, and TikToks from Kendra and Brianna Sears on how to survive nursing school. We survived. We are finally here, sitting on the stage, wearing our whites, and getting penned in front of the people that mean the most to us. The people who have laughed with, and the people that we have cried to, saying that we just can't do this anymore. Now, this is too stressful. And to them, those same people pulled us back off that cliff, telling us, you got this. It's going to be okay. You're a rock star. And then my favorite, the atta girl. Walking in on the first day of class 18 months ago was a little overwhelming, to say the least. Most everyone walked in with their hair curled, makeup done. Again, I say it was a first day of class, because everything changed after that. The makeup was replaced by our accessory called the dreaded mask. And from then on, we just woke up, threw our hair on top of our head, and made it to class before the doors closed. Our first week of class was orientation, and Mrs. Heisler said it best. If something is going to happen, it is going to happen in nursing school. And boy, she was right. She also told us how much we needed this time to be our time. We needed to make time for our studies, and we needed to say, for the next 18 months, basically, say goodbye to our normal lives. She was not kidding. We all thought that we were taking the part-time class. That only meant full-time assignments due by the next time we returned to class. And I'm talking 15 quizzes, 2 to 3 Kaplan tests, discussion boards, and then came the transfer from the Kaplan to ATI. We were the guinea pigs for this program, and I was so confused. But my classmates were always there to help. I was blessed and thankful for all these ladies. When we started this journey, most of us were strangers, but we very quickly became family. And for me, being Gigi of class, this computer stuff did not come that easy. See, when I went to school way back when, computers were one color, the old tan ones in the box-shaped monitors, the one that's as big as the TV my parents had on the floor. There were no laptops, no Google, no YouTube, none of this smartphone that we hold in our hand today. Nothing was at my fingertips except the pages in my books and the notes that I have taken. Everything was taught through lecture. So you can imagine when it came to making a PowerPoint presentation, I was definitely in need for some help. I completed the PowerPoint, and I was pretty proud of myself, thinking, hey, not so bad. Then I can remember reading Mrs. Yoder's comments telling me, good job. But next time you do a PowerPoint, I needed to submit the whole thing at one time, not each one by one by one. I have enjoyed the time that I've got to spend with these ladies over the past year and a half. This class is filled with bright and entertaining personalities. And when I say personalities, I'm not talking about the personalities that Ms. Yoder taught us in mental health class. But it's like we all have our own kind of personality when it came to this class. We just kind of got each other. It's like a sisterhood, especially when we were walking out of the computer lab, taking a test. It wasn't who got the best score, but it was like, what can we do to help each other next? And I still will never understand how Brianna Fink can walk out of a class with 75 questions and I'm just now getting to 35. I cannot read that fast. I'm usually the last one taking the test. Who am I kidding? I'm always the last one taking the test. Each and every one of us on the stage could not have done this without the help of someone. A parent to watch our children as we attended class, a boyfriend to quiz us on lab value flashcards, or even your 15-year-old, quiet because you have to study, Casey. We all needed that understanding person in our lives, understanding patient Megan, our late night phone conversations with Marisol, or just an adventurous Morgan to keep us laughing throughout the day. And even Miss Fitzer with her endorphins. I'm still trying to figure out them. All of this has helped us in some way or another. So I have this quote on my bathroom mirror. It says, "The question isn't who's going to let me, it's who is going to stop me." And I have to be honest with you, that math quiz almost stopped me. Again, patience, Megan. As most of you know, we already had a little teaser, graduation. We were able to hear our names announced over the entire sports arena as we walked across the stage, as we now know with our empty folders, waiting for this day. I don't know about everyone else, but that feeling of walking across the stage, hearing my name over the loudspeakers, shaking the hands of the oh-so-wise ones with my two daughters, Brianna and Casey, and my three granddaughters, soon to be four, Mom, soon to be four, and showing my kids and my grandkids that you can do any accomplishment with dedication and hard work. And Georgina always told me, you're never too old to go back to school. We all have times in our lives that we feel that we are barely getting through, barely getting by. We are barely moving forward, barely understanding what that lecture was about, barely enough time to do an assignment, barely making it through what seems to be unbelievably hard, barely surviving nursing school. But perhaps it wasn't all barely enough. But perhaps it all seems barely enough when we got that test score back. We didn't just barely pass. We didn't just barely understand the lecture. We got it. We are making a difference. We are making it through this unbelievably hard time in our lives. Everything seems to click now, except those select all that apply questions. So barely was enough. We did it. Class 85, we survived. And even though she's not here with us tonight, we would like to congratulate Mrs. Heisler on her retirement. 40 years, what an accomplishment. We are very fortunate to have her as one of our instructors. Thank you.
It is now our privilege to pin the July 2022 graduates of the Hutchinson Community College Practical Nursing Program. Congratulations, ladies.
Kyla Acsay. I would like to thank my family for their continuous support and encouragement. A special thank you to my mama, papa, and to my sister, who has never given up on me and for always telling me to keep going during the times when it felt like it was impossible. To my classmates, thank you for the nursing school memories, for the teamwork, and for keeping each other on track. I wish you all the best in your nursing career. To all the instructors, thank you for helping us get through and making us believe in ourselves. Class 85, we made it.
Brooke Allen. I would like to thank my family and most importantly my boyfriend for going through this journey with me. I definitely couldn't have done this without you all.
Aisha Chambliss. I would like to thank my parents and grandparents for the continuous encouragement and support through this journey, for always having faith in me and reminding me of how strong I was even when I had forgotten. I would have never gotten through this without you. I would also like to say a big thank you to my fiancé Sergio for taking on extra responsibilities while supporting me while in school, pushing me to achieve my dream of becoming a nurse and being my shoulder to cry on. Sophie, Clayton, and Giovanni, you are the reason that I push myself and continue to want to make a better future for our family. And I want to thank you for your patience and understanding during those times I couldn't spend with you because I was studying. Lastly, I want to thank all of my classmates for the memories and all the HCC instructors for the words of encouragement and reminding us to stay positive. Thank you. I love you all.
Tanner Crain, I am so lucky to have such support of family and friends. Thank you for always supporting me and being there for me over the past 18 months. Lastly, thank you to the Hutch instructors. You have both fostered confidence and passion in me to work hard and pursue my dreams with no boundaries.
Katie Daniels. First off, I would like to thank the HCC PN staff for teaching, molding, and guiding us through this journey. I would also like to thank my family for the love, support, and endless amount of faith they've shown to me during this endeavor. A special thank you to my husband Garrett for always being there when I needed you, whether it be stepping up around the house or a much-needed study buddy. You will never know how much I truly appreciate you. Most importantly, thank you to my little girl Lauren. When life felt hectic, I could look at you and instantly be reminded as to why I am doing this. You are my motivation.
Tori Fief. First off, I would like to thank all my family and friends who have supported me and helped me through this last 18 months. I would also like to thank all the HCC instructors and Debbie, because without them, none of us would have made it this far. I would especially like to thank my daughter Harlem, because you have pushed me to be such a better person, and I wouldn't be here today if it was not for you.
Brianna Fink. I want to thank my fiancé for all his support and pushing me to do my best, my kids for being the reason I have worked so hard, and I want to thank my family for being there when I needed them, my in-laws and my mom for always helping me out with the kids, my best friend for always being a shoulder to cry on and encouraging me, and my friends that I have made bonds with during school. I would not have stayed sane without you all. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of my journey.
Magali Garcia. To my parents who let me leave my kids with them during clinical rotations when I had to leave at 5 a.m. for weeks in a row, and taking vacation days when I had to be out of town for 3 days. Thank you to them for supporting me always through the tough times and letting me know everything will be okay. Thank you to my husband who gave me the option to quit my full-time job so I could focus on our kids and school, and for always being a great listener when I needed one. Thank you to my brother for encouraging me to go back to school and motivating me throughout the program. Without my family, this wouldn't be possible. They are a huge part of who I am today, and I feel grateful and blessed to have a strong support system by my side.
Taryn Hauck. I want to start out by thanking my husband Matthew for all the love and support he has given me throughout this long journey. Thank you for always reminding me that everything will always work out, even when I thought they wouldn't. I would also like to thank my dad and mom, as they have been my biggest supporters in pushing me to finish, even when I wanted to give up. My grandma Hazel also gets a big thank you, as she has been a huge encouragement throughout this journey. I would also like to say a big thank you for the wonderful friendships I have made throughout this journey, because without you all, I would have never made it past day one.
JJ Heller. I would like to start by thanking my coworkers for understanding my crazy, especially Susie, for the discussions we had about class and all the atta-girl comments, giving me the confidence to keep going. I did it, Susie. I believed. To my family, thank you for understanding why I have not been around much and why I would have to leave early for many occasions. My oldest daughter, Brianna, you have been wonderful at understanding why I could not be there at times, and you have been a rock for me. I love you so much for being strong woman and daughter that you are. To my granddaughters, Gigi is back, and I'm ready to play. Derek, thank you for not giving up on me and for the positive, uplifting words to keep me going. You never doubted me. My two best friends, Kim and Frankie, man, do I miss our adventures, and I am definitely ready for the next one. My youngest daughter, Casey, you have been absolutely amazing and understanding. You have been more independent than a 15-year-old should have to be. Thank you for being quiet all those nights when I was doing homework. I will continue to make all your games, just now I won't have my laptop or books, and doing homework. Remember to make smart choices. I love you all so very much.
Lindsey Kilbride. I could not express enough thank you to everyone that has helped me on this journey. My husband took everything on with open arms while I jumped right into this journey. Thank you, Ian, for everything you have done and do for our family and making my dream of becoming a nurse possible. Thank you to all the grandparents that watched over my babies, took them to school, and made sure they were cared for while I was in school and working. And thank you to my precious children for being patient with Mommy while I was chasing my dream and bringing your little sister into the world. All of you gave me the encouragement, push, and love to get through it all. Also, a huge shout out to the rest of the class here today for being the best class of girls from the start. And thank you to all of the instructors that made it happen. I could not have done it without all of you.
Haillie McElheny. My family has had my back since I started this crazy journey 18 months ago. Thank you, Jimmy, for always providing for us throughout this time and showing us unconditional love. My children, I did this not only for myself, but for you. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. Caitlin, thank you for always helping without hesitation. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have made it through the first couple of semesters. Mom and Dad, words can't express how grateful I am for you, always being a call away, helping whenever and for whatever was necessary. Dad, thank you for sending Snapchats periodically and telling me that you were proud of me. Sometimes that boost was just enough to get me through the day. Papa and Nana, thank you for always being one of my supporters. Nana would always say, my granddaughter's going to be a nurse one day. Guess what? I finally made it to that day, and I couldn't be prouder. Lastly, I would like to thank my classmates. Thank you for going through this journey with me. I wish you all the best.
Morgan Michaelis. Dear Mom, Dad, and Emily, thank you for your unconditional love and support. I would not be where I am today without you guys. Thank you to my coworkers and friends for all the encouraging words and help. Each and every one of you played a role in helping me succeed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to the class of '85, play me some Nickelback.
Megan Powers, I want to say thank you to my amazing family for always supporting me and my dreams. Thank you to my parents for setting an example of hard work, dedication, and surrounding me with love. And I lastly want to say thank you to my fiance. Without your love and support, this accomplishment would not be possible. Thank you for pushing me to do better and be better, and always believing in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Kendra Reed. Thank you to my parents for always being willing to watch Stella during the week, during class, and while I do homework. Your support has not gone unnoticed. Also, thank you to my daughter Stella for being patient during the long evenings and weekends of studying. I also want to thank all of my friends and family who supported and believed in me along the way. It's been a journey, but I could not have done it without the support of all of you. It truly takes a village.
Valitia Rock. First off, I would like to thank my family, specifically my mom and son. For the past 18 months, my mom has been my biggest supporter and has pushed me up when I felt down. To my son, everything I am doing is for you. You push me to be more than what I ever thought I could be. Thank you to the HutchCC instructors and Mrs. Gieselman. You are all the best. I am so grateful to be part of this class. Thank you for this amazing experience.
Annabell Sanchez. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has supported me through these 18 months. It's been hard and stressful. I want to especially thank my future husband, James. You have been super supportive mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I could not do any of this without you. I want to thank my kiddos, Odin and Frey, for making me smile and laugh and giving me a reminder for what I am doing this for. Thank you to my auntie and my mom for giving me the support to focus on my studies. It has been a long year and a half. I want to say a special thank you to Mrs. Wyman, Mrs. Yoder, and Mrs. Heisler for giving me a second chance that first semester. I would not be where I am now without them. Thank you.
Brianna Sears. I want to thank my family for being such a huge support system for me. If it was not for the help I have had with Carter over the 18 months, I would not have been able to do this. I want to thank my boss and coworkers for being understanding and working with my crazy school schedule and supporting me on the rough days. Lastly, I want to thank my son, Carter, for always supporting me and for making me want to be a better person. I would have never done this if it was not for you. Love you, Bubby.
Tasia Semple, who could not be in person tonight. Sweet family, I send pinning thank you wishes for the support you have provided for my education and your encouragement to keep going. I will always be grateful and thankful to have such a loving family.
Marisol Zamaron Corral. I want to start by thanking God for getting me to where I am today. Thank you to the instructors for all your preparations to get us to this point. A big thank you to Mrs. Gieselman for your encouraging words and all the help behind the scenes. Thank you to my colleagues and friends for giving me the encouragement that I could do this, and thank you to the people who wrote reference letters for me. Thank you to my fiance for putting up with all the nursing school talk and the help you provided cooking dinner at times when I was overwhelmed with school assignments. Gracias a mis padres, los amo. Thank you to my parents, specifically my mom, for allowing me to vent with her. Thank you to my brother for your encouraging words. Thank you to my best friend Amanda for being there when I needed to vent my worries and telling me I can do it. Thank you to the new friends I made in nursing school, and thanks for teaching me how to work smarter and not harder. Thank you to Taryn for the fun card rides, as you were a blessing since I met you. Congratulations to all. We did it. This class would also like to say a thank you to Diana Rose. Diana, you were a bright light as you welcomed us to class every morning we entered the building. Thank you for your kind words and encouragement through our journey. We appreciate you more than you will ever know. And also, thank you for the amazing snacks.
During each pinning ceremony, we honor 2 students who we believe will do an exceptional job carrying out the mission and philosophy of the practical nursing program. The first award is for Outstanding Student. The award was developed to encourage student participation in program governance. This student must demonstrate exceptional knowledge, skills, and abilities to practice safely and effectively as evidenced by maintaining a 3.0 or higher GPA throughout the nursing program. Above all, they must possess strong leadership skills through participation on a PN program committee and maintain a positive attitude. Selection of the qualified student is done by voting from the entire class. When discussing the student, the faculty stated they were outgoing, assertive, and were supportive of others and willing to lend a helping hand. This student was kind and caring, maintained a positive attitude, and had a smile for everyone. Please join us in congratulating Megan Powers. Our second award is for Academic Scholar. This award is given to the student that has maintained the highest average percentage while in the practical nursing program. This individual maintained a 4.0 during all nursing courses. Please join me in congratulating this year's Academic Scholar, Katie Daniels.
First, thank you to all the family and friends that are here tonight to help celebrate our new nurses. We invite everyone to join us across the hall for a reception with refreshments immediately following. With that, if you please will remain in your seats until all the graduates get out of the auditorium. Now, if you'll please bow your heads for the benediction. Lord, please bless these hands with your mercy and grace, so that your healing touch will be extended through their touch. Please guide them and give them strength to get them through their next feat of passing the NCLEX and going out and being the best nurses that we all know that they've become. Amen.
If you guys would like to stand, I would like to present to everyone the HCC Practical Nursing Class 85 of 2022 graduates. We will no longer call you our students, but we will consider you as our colleagues. Congratulations to all.